Hi lovely people, welcome to Zop Lady, welcome to my channel once again. Still on holidays in Germany, and I am so happy to show you the streets of Germany, the highways. You know, they have some autobahns, meaning the highways that have no speed limit. You can cruise as fast as 200 kilometers per hour. Yeah, so I'll be showing you how it works. And then we are going towards the filling station, the fuel station, and you will see what will happen here. I mean, here you buy the fuel yourself, you fill the tank yourself. Nobody fills the tank for you. You have to do it by yourself. And after you are done with it, you go make payment. And this is what we call honesty at its peak. And I'm sure there are cameras all over. So should you run away, your number plate is registered in their system, and then they will do what? Send you a letter and they will prosecute you. So this is how the system works in Germany. So you see a lot of people. Today is Sunday, and the funny thing here is that most shops are closed on Sundays. They don't operate. You cannot even wash your cars on Sundays. You cannot sweep your streets on Sundays. This is the rule in Germany, and if you are here, you must abide by the rules that is stated in their law books. Though most of them don't go to church anymore, they stick religiously to this particular rules. So you can only do any housework or cooking in your house, but anything outside is forbidden. But of course, the fuel station is classified as essential service. So that one they do operate, and then the hospitals, those are the places that operate on Sundays. So now you see a lot of cars, caravan. Yeah, so we also ready to go and buy ours. And all these people have finished paying, and then they go. And they also have air and water to clean your car. So you just go, you can see from here, they said Luft und Wasser und dann Staubsaugen. So what it means is they have air to pump your tires, water to clean your windscreens, and then soap to clean it as well. So this is a service that you have to, nobody have to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. Yeah, so I will stop here, and then when we get to the highway, I'll show you. Oh, look at this car. Ooh. This Porsche, it's a Porsche. So hi lovely people, as I promised you, we are hitting the main highway. In South Africa they will say N1, N2 or N3. Same here. And in Ghana we also say the N1 and N2. So these are the highway. And you will notice that we haven't come across any big trucks. And they call it the free roads, because Sundays, as I earlier on indicated, there are certain work that people are not allowed to do, so the trucks are also considered like that. So on weekdays what they do is they also have a dedicated lane for them to drive on, and there's always a stop pit for them. If you are very tired, you stop, you rest, and I'll show you when we chance on one. I'll show you how this looks like. And you can see the cars really speeding, and others are driving normal. And then, oh, see this yellow field? This is called raps, and they use it for oil. Sunflower. It's true, it's sunflower. My baby corrected me. It's sunflower. Yes, it's flower. Sorry. Sunflower and raps from a distance look the same. And the weather is so beautiful. So whilst in South Africa the weather, we are in winter, here we are in summer, and it's really somewhere between 29 to 30 degrees Celsius. So when you see asphalt, it means that you have to exit to the other lane should you be going towards that line. And you can see this. And then I'm hoping, you see there are a lot of caravan because it's a holiday season, so most people prefer to do their holidays around June, July, August, because this is where they have beautiful weather. This is the time you see a lot of Germans smiling. When you come to the winter, oh, you hardly see them smiling. They are really super strict, because you know, when you're cold, all your attention is on your cold, and you don't find reasons why you should smile. And that's how come most people try to plant flowers in their room. Or what's the name of this car? Well, I'm not a fan of cars, so I'm unable to tell you exactly what that car is. So until then, look at the sunflower field. Until then, I'll see you again in another scene. I hope you enjoy the video. So as you can see, these cars are not supposed to drive, so they have parked and waiting to continue their journey tomorrow. And maybe what I forgot to tell you is my destination from Freiburg to Frankfurt. So FF, well, in an examination you don't want to have FF, but then for our journey, this is FF journey, from F to F. Yes, and the fields, and since the time I've been traveling on highways in Germany, you hardly see any potholes. So you can see for yourself, no potholes. So the trucks are like the saloon cars, the luxury cars, and then the caravan. And I chanced on a factory that produces caravan, and they stated that you can buy directly from them and no middlemen involved. And this is the German road, and the German efficiency, even the road markings is intact all over. Oh, and then as they say, make hay while the sunshine is also here. I hardly saw haze in Ghana, but here in Germany and South Africa, I get to see hay. That is why they say travel and see. I'm happy I've had this opportunity to travel and make certain experience myself, and I pray that whoever is watching and has the same dream as I have, may they find themselves at the right place and at the right time, so they can also travel and see what I'm showing them. Okay, then see you again on another beautiful scene, or still showing you the roads. So as you can see, we were driving on 2 lanes. Now we have moved to 3 lanes, and then we also moved to 4 lanes. Or we'll drive throughout 3 lanes. But the caravans are really a lot. I can't just imagine that they have really a lot of caravans on this road. And then this road is called, what's the name of this road? My navigation system is the A5. So A5 means A5, and the navigation system is such that it tells you exactly the names of each road. So you can see Frankfurt, Karlsruhe, Pevenia. I hope I pronounced it correctly. So as I said, asphalt means you have to exit to the next route. And growing up in Ghana, we said asphalt road, and I thought it's made out of gravels, but here I get to know asphalt means to exit. So you can see how these guys are speeding, and hardly would you see any accident on German roads, because every driver here is really disciplined. They follow the rules, and they do as the rule states. So we have 207 kilometers away from our destination. So as we are getting closer, I will show you exactly how the city of Frankfurt looks like. And I'm sure I am not. So as you can see, there's this huge wall here, and this is because it's serving as a windbreak, a noise breaker, so that the noise from the highway will not disturb the adjoining city or town, because just behind the wall there are houses there, and people do not want to be disturbed by the noise. So they have this, and I see the stretch. So this is really a huge investment that has been made. Now you can see we have left the town or the city. So there's nothing like this anymore. So now we are back. Oh, a caravan. I think I'm seeing a lot of caravan. And we are still on the Afumf highway. And people have put their motorbike on their baggers so that wherever they are going to, oh, look at this car. Did you see how fast it's driving? This is Germany, the land of no speed limits. And then also, my attention has been drawn to the fact that yes, they can only laugh. Yeah. My attention has been drawn that maybe from time to time we may see some trucks on the road. These trucks are trucks that carry essential goods, so they are allowed. But if you try to cheat the system, then the police will stop you and fine you and ask you to bring the documentation proving that the goods you are carrying in the big trucks is an essential goods. And we also just left a maize field. You'll be amazed to know that a lot of the maize fields in Germany are not meant for food. They are used. Look at this. You can see this one. Yeah, you can see this field full of maize. They grow them very close to each other. So you wonder, are they going to fruit a lot and then come up with a lot of corn? Now, this cornfield or maize field, they use it in generating power. You can see it here again. They use it in generating power. So you know, Germany is an industrial country, so they use a lot of fuel, and their government, Angela Merkel's government, tried to shut down the power plants, the atomic stations, right? And now they want to go green. They want to produce green energy, and this is one of their initiatives. All these fields that is rolling down the camera are energy generating. So if you're a fan of speeding, then the right place for you to come to visit is Germany. Look at this one. They speed like crazy and still the cornfield. And now you can see also the noise breaker also built again here. So anytime there are cities or towns surrounding the highway, they put up these huge walls to break the noise from disturbing neighbors in this particular community. And you can also see a vehicle with this caution sign. It's driving slowly, so it's one to caution the pedestrian, because this is really a highway. So now this has become like a 4-lane. He's not supposed to use this one, but because of the thing that he's doing, he's supposed to use this outer lane and then put on the hazard light to indicate to other motorists that they are driving. And I just saw some police ask 100 meters. It means that from where we currently are, from that side to 800 meters, there is a police station. So just to, and then when you're also getting close to adjoining cities and town, you have like the 300 meters, 200 meters, 300 meters to tell you that you are gradually getting to your destination, just like this. So this is the asphalt, and then so this is U31 Uckerlstrasse. Oh, look at this BMW. Oh, just look, I want to just see how they are speeding. And this is, okay, I don't know all the cars. Wow. Wow, Germany. Oh, look at the motor rider. Wow. Yes. Yep. There's traffic. And this traffic, you are even pre-warned that, note, there's traffic ahead. And the traffic is either called Verkehr or Stau. So we got a notice, and then we've really got into it, but then it's a moving traffic. That is the beauty about it. And you can see somebody with his Ferrari carrying the Ferrari to another place, maybe for repairs, because it has told it. Yes, this is what I'm saying. You can see it is using solar. You can see they've written, so you see the cars and then the Stau. So from all this place, they indicated that when you are driving very fast, you are pre-warned, and then you reduce your speed. And this is why there's less accident on the German roads, the highways, because they calculate everything. And then even more so when you're also using a navigation system, they are told. Yeah, and then you see a lot of caravans on so all those who are going between 180, 160, 170, anything above 120 are on my left hand side. And then one thing you must know, Germany is also a left hand drive, not right hand drive as South Africa. Ghana is also a left hand drive. So bear in mind, if you're in Germany, you have to rearrange yourself that it's a left hand drive. Yeah, and then some also have the caravans, also have motor, some even have their boats. It's amazing. Yeah. So the traffic is on both sides. Some people have even decided to come out of their car to rest, because everybody wants to have holiday. Can you imagine people actually resting on the streets? Can you imagine this? Just look at this big traffic here in Germany on the highway. Can you believe this? Because everybody wants to have holiday. These are people who enjoy holidays. And I think the noise from the highway, and this one is colorful. Yes. Oh, the traffic is a huge look. People I'm sure that maybe some of them have been staying here for like 2 hours or 1 hour. I can't say, maybe I'm exaggerating, but the way all the people are out, it tells you that they have had enough. They've had enough of the waiting in their cars. So why don't we come out then? And a lot of the caravans are the ones that even surprises me most. So Germany is really a rich country. The traffic is on both sides. Some people have even decided to come out of their car to rest, because everybody wants to have holiday. Can you imagine people actually resting on the streets? Can you imagine this? Just look. So you can see the red and the yellow and white. You can see a yellow and white markings, and this tells you that they are working on the road. And this huge working on the road, you have only few people and big machineries that are doing the work. So this is the efficiency of the Germans. And if our people, when I say our people, our Africa, and if I want to narrow it down to Ghana, my country, we rather have more people than less machine, and the other way around, more machine and less human in carrying out the roads, and they are able to do a lot of kilometers within a short space of time. And now we are back on our normal 3 lanes, still on the A5 road, highway. now we are out of the traffic, and now we are back on our normal speed. We are driving about 120, and you still see other cars driving past us. So here the speed limit is 120. So immediately we are out of the side, you see others really speeding. The German road has no speed limit. Yeah, so you speed to your own detriment. So pardon me, as usual, on the road with my family, these things happen. So I'm sure if you're a parent, you pardon me. And if you are not a parent, please find a place to pardon me about this noise. So you can see P, yes. Yeah, me too. You can see a P sign. We just drove by the P sign. It means parking. So this is where if you've driven for some time and you are tired, you take a rest. So you can still see the P again here. Look at the P here again. Yes, so we've exited from the 3-lane and we're going to park and take a little rest, and I'm sure you see other cars. So this is what I was telling you about. So you can see the trucks. They are going to sleep here till tomorrow. They are going to park till tomorrow, then they can continue their journey. And those small cars parked in between are just taking some rest. So you saw how they have parked nicely. So there's also another P stop, and then most often there is a toilet for both men and women over there. So when you park and you want to pee, it's also for resting as well as also peeing. And you saw how the other side where we used the parking, the big trucks left 2 spaces for small cars to enter, because they know that other people would also want to do a small stop. So these are well-disciplined road users in Germany. And I always say, travel and see, highlight the good things you see, broadcast it, and then let other people know it, and let other people also do same. That will make the world a better place to live in. Yes. So as I was saying earlier on about holidays, for us, or for an average Ghanaian, holiday means schools have closed and you just stay at home. Either you learn or you play with your friends. We didn't know like you have to go out of your city or town or village to go have a different environment and come back. Just because I'm sure some parents also do, the average home do it, but the less privileged could actually not afford, because cost of living is a bit high, income rates are low. So as Germany, which is an industrial country, they have the luxury to do this holiday, and that's how come you see a lot of people on the road on a Sunday. Can you imagine, on a Sunday? And then see, we just chanced on another parking, which is about 500 meters from here, another parking, and they are in between. So those trucks which are disciplined, so when you get there and then you realize you are the last truck, don't force your way to park. They go to the next parking place, and this is the next parking place. So for if there's a truck that did not get space there, you have space in the other parking lot. So look, on both sides. So this is on my left, and then this is on my right. Yes, and also during the week when the drivers are very tired, they are expected to have at least a 1 hour or 2 hours sleep and then continue. They are not forced to drive on, because a tired driver has the high likelihood of causing an accident. And because of the rules they have on their road, that they have no speed limit, they don't want any tired driver to cause an accident. So we have finally made a stop. The other one was just a brief one because we wanted to close our door properly. So now we want to go and pee. See, one beautiful thing, there are benches. There are benches all over for anyone who wants to pee. So this is the toilet. This is the toilet. You can see, and you have the bin where people want to drop their stuff. So I'm also going to drop my stuff in the bin because we've been eating in the car, and it's time for me to also empty so that I have more. So me drop my bin, and then I've now back in my car, and those who want to pee are doing their pee and then stretch a little. So we've gotten to a place because of the traveling way in the middle, but normally not because of the motorbike, but for police or ambulance should there be an emergency. So this is how well disciplined these German drivers are on their highway. So if you do not do it, they have cameras planted everywhere, and this you'll be fine, because unlike other parts of the country where you cannot trace the owners to, and there are chairs you can sit down, just like I'm going to take my seat. Yeah, you sit down. You sit down and you take some rest, and that is what we are doing. And our driver is tired, so he's sleeping a little, and this is how it works. In almost, there are a lot of stops to make so that you do not drive throughout tired. And we are tired. We've done about 2 hours of our journey. So very soon we'll get to our destination, and this is how we choose to rest. And then you can also decide to walk a little bit, and this is what I just want to share with you, how our leaders in Africa can also emulate something like this. It's really a good example, and it's really something we must all learn from. Yes. So you can see that I'm not the only one here. We are not the only one here. We have other people here as well, also taking and they've written one way. Yeah, you can see. So there's one way, meaning you cannot go this way, but rather, there we go. So as we are getting a bit closer to our destination, you see that I'm behind, on top of this, I don't know the name, but they've written the names of the places that, or the towns around, in order of the ones that comes first. So you can see it from here. Look at this. Yeah, so those are the blue stuff. So you also have your navigation to also aid you, but in the event that you don't have it, so your concentration should be on this billboards. Yeah, another asphalt. So the billboards and then the walls.
Show off, huh?
Yeah, you see the Frankfurt. Oh yes, so this is Frankfurt City. Yes, I told you. As we are getting closer, you see the city.
In 200 Kilometern an der Abfahrt
They are full of high-rise buildings. We have left
Kreisverkehr
the
an der
main.
zweiten Ausfahrt verlassen und in die Höchsterstraße fahren.
We've left the main highway, and now we are in the city. So the bush covered it. Yeah, and then you can see the windmill. This is one of the source of power generated by Germans. Some they go into the national grid. Sometimes you have individuals owning it, and then when they produce excessive power, they sell it the national grid. Yeah. Isn't this lovely? Yeah, I'm here to see a windmill. They're more. Whoa, they're giant, really giant windmill. And in Africa, we have a lot of air. So I'm wondering why.
It's a lot of air here.
You do? Yeah. Oh, look at this beautiful field. Just look, green, and they also have some forests. Not like my country, one of our
In 1,5 Kilometern rechts abbiegen auf die
politician.
K63.
One of our politicians decided to will the Achimota forest to his nephew as a property. Can you imagine that? Oh, look at these fields. The green and brown. I think we have wheat. The wheat and then the green, maybe. Oh, I don't know what they have planted, but it's nice. Just look at this. Just look at the landscape. So beautiful, so beautiful, beautiful.
Rechts abbiegen.
So gradually we get into our destination, and you see how the houses are. It's just a long stretch and it's divided with colors to notice. And this very one that we are facing,
Links abbiegen in die Burgstraße.
this one that we are facing is one of the old buildings. So this is like a historic building. This is a historic building we are seeing. Yeah, and then here
In
in
3,5
Germany,
Kilometern rechts abbiegen auf die K63.
here in Germany, people park their cars on the road, and it's demarcated. So you can see this is just like an old place. Sorry, an old city. And the streets are clean. And as they say, cleanliness is next to godliness. So on this note, Zop Lady will like to say a big thank you for coming along with her. And as always, don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend about Zop Lady. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Bye-bye.